Whew, I calmed down a little bit. I had to blow some fumes on Instagram, and like always, some of these little kids that follow us piss me off, and I cordially invite them on to the live stream on YouTube to come conversate with me, because when I keep it real, it tends to trickle some of these little scumbags online, and it's okay with me. At the end of the day, everyone has an opinion, and a lot of these people are keyboard warriors, which is hilarious because when I call them out on it, they tend to disappear real quick. And when I point out facts, they tend to disappear real quick. So I invited some of these people from the Instagram comments. I posted 2 videos. Each video is 1 minute long. I can't convey my entire analysis of the game in 2 minutes. I have to come on here and talk about every single thing. And I understand people are going to kill Willie. And yes, he was terrible, but so were a lot of the players from tonight. The Kings overall were outclassed, were outperformed, were outcoached. Make no mistake about that. I just hate when you only want to blame the easiest target. Yes, I have acknowledged plenty of times that Willie Cauley-Stein at best is a backup. On a very good team, he is a backup. Unfortunately, he is the starting center right now. I've been on record for over a year saying that. It's not news. And when people say, oh, you defend him too much, no, I'm pointing out facts. And the facts are it wasn't just his fault. There are different aspects to the game of basketball. He was one of the bad negative aspects tonight. He only played 13 minutes, though. And if you use context, yes, Marvin Bagley was marvelous tonight. Yes, he played Cat very well. But the context of the situation is Marvin Bagley played Cat when Cat had 5 fouls down the stretch. Cat had to be careful on how he played on offense because 1 foul, he understood that his team needed him, and he was the best player overall in the game. So, yes, I give Marvin Bagley credit. I loved how physical he was, but the context of the situation matters. And if you point out facts, he had 5 fouls, and if Bagley would have guarded him early in the game, Marvin Bagley would have been in foul trouble because Cat gets nearly everyone that guards him in foul trouble. Those are facts. Okay, those are facts. Let's talk about all the turnovers and all the bad shooting from your guards, from the beloved guards on the Sacramento Kings. No one ever seems to point them out. Ever. Okay, let's talk about the shooting. Overall for the game, they were 34% from 3 and 38% from the field. Let's talk about De'Aaron Fox. 8 of 24. Not going to cut it. Let's talk about Buddy Hield. 7 of 16. Not going to cut it. Let's talk about Harrison Barnes. 0 of 4. Not going to cut it. Let's talk about who else played in this game. Bogdan. 3 of 13. Not going to cut it. Let's talk about Corey Brewer, even though he actually kept the Kings in the game. 3 of 8. Not going to cut it. But we point the fingers, and by we, I mean some of you trolls on Instagram, you point the fingers at the 13 minutes from Willie Cauley-Stein. Yes, he was atrocious. Yes, he was minus 20 for the game. Yes, he was atrocious, and yes, he should not start on a very good team. I have said that so many times, but let's call it the way it is. The Kings were outclassed tonight. They were outcoached tonight. Let's talk about turnovers. 19 overall turnovers. Who had the most turnovers tonight? Buddy had 5 turnovers. Fox had 3. That's unacceptable. That is unacceptable. Kings start flat since the beginning. In the second quarter, they got lazy and started turning the ball over. And they got Flames. Caden Miller. How about you guys call in? The number is 209 565-3079. I want to listen to your voice and I want to listen to how you speak because a lot of you guys don't understand basketball. And I would challenge any of you one-on-one or 5-on-5. It really doesn't matter. And I would destroy you. Why? Because I know how good I am and I know how bad you are just by how you speak on Instagram. Come on, guys. It's right here. It's right here, man. Call in right now. And who the hell calls themselves King's Analyst? That's a little kid, bro. Come on.
In case of a fast pickup, we ask you to let us know that you're not a voicemail system. So you need to press 1 to take this call.
Let me see. I'll take the call. Call in. Who is it?
Hello?
Hello. Welcome to the show.
You've been getting on my boy King's Analyst, Roundhead. What's up with that?
Who? King's Analyst? Is it?
King's Analyst.
Is that you?
I'm a better analyst than you. Willie's this, boy.
Is that you? How am I on Willie's? How am I on Willie's DICK when I've pointed out plenty of times that Willie's a backup? Willie is a backup. Willie is a backup. Why does it seem like he's a backup? I'm agreeing with you. I'm agreeing with you. He's a backup. I've said that for over a year, though. Why is it that I come across as I'm defending him? He's a backup.
I don't know if you got a signed piece of gear from him or what, but you're always on Willie's dick. I don't get it.
He's a backup.
He's trash. Get him off the court.
Do you are you missing something? A needle in your head or what? I am acknowledging that he is a backup. What more do you want me to say?
I don't care if he's a backup. I don't want him to be a backup. Get him out of here.
So you're saying if Marvin Bagley would have played Cat early on, Bagley would have never gone in foul trouble? I mean, exactly. That's exactly what I'm talking about. Are you saying that Cat didn't play differently with 5 fouls down the stretch? Exactly. So when I point out facts, don't come at me, bro. You don't understand basketball the way I do. Every situation is different. Context matters.
Or you understand basketball well because your head is shaped like one.
Okay, and I'm way better looking than you too. And I would beat you and destroy you one-on-one. I would put $1,000 on that too, buddy. Exactly, chump. See, that's a chump right there. When I call him out and I point out facts, oh, they're quiet. Exactly my point. Next caller. Come on. Come on. I'm going to put you in your place real quick. Real quick. Welcome to the show.
So when we gonna play? I heard you got $1,000 on it. What's up?
Let's go.
Where at?
Anywhere you want, downtown or on Hurley, buddy. Who is this? Whoa. Who is this, by the way?
Don't worry about it. Just know I'm putting the
Man up, though. Man up. If you're gonna call, man up. Who are you?
Follow me at Miguel_Cruz00. You get that?
No, I'm not writing it down. You can direct message me though if you want, or just put it right here on the live chat, buddy.
All right, bet.
Trash. He's trash. Call it the way it is. If you want to play me one-on-one, you know exactly where I'm at any point given time. I will document where I'm at. It's very, very simple. Next call. Welcome to the show.
Very, very simple. Next call. Welcome to the show.
Nobody. Nobody. Same number. Who is it? Welcome to the show.
Same number. Who is it? Welcome to the show.
All right. All right. See, it's funny when you get called out and all you do is talk. I'm not going to pick up that phone call anymore. Obviously, they're not man enough to come and talk like an adult. Like I said, the Kings were outcoached tonight. And yes, Willie was terrible. I've never denied that. I've always said Willie long-term is not in the Kings' plans. Marvin Bagley is the future big of this team. But let's not act like it was his fault. It was his fault, but it was also De'Aaron's fault. It was also Buddy's fault. It was also Dave's fault. It was also Bogey's fault. Basketball is a team sport. Those are facts. Those are facts. I'm not picking up that 845 number, by the way. Those are facts. The number is 209-565-3079. It's right there, man. 565. Shit. 565-3079. Not going to pick up that 845. I've picked it up twice. I'll make sure to block that number for future references. Do you think coach has too many options? He doesn't have a plan or direction to fit them and play to everyone's strengths. I do not think he has too many options. I just feel like when you have new pieces, you have to understand that it takes time to implement these new guys. There hasn't been much practice time, and you're in a run where you have to win games now. He's not running super complex things with Harrison, and I understand that Harrison is struggling from the field, but Harrison Barnes is a great instinctive defender. He's playing off the charts on defense. He has the confidence to shoot the ball and take it to the rack when he needs to. The shot's just not going in. That happens. How can you affect the game in different ways? Well, you play defense. He had 5 rebounds, 4 assists, 4 steals. I mean, it's not like he's Justin Jackson, these type of things. He's actually playing and he's making an impact. Yes, he could be making a bigger impact, but when you're struggling, those are the things that you have to do. You have to affect the game in different ways, and that's what he's been doing. The Clippers are leading 63-57 at the half. So Luka Doncic needs to step up big and hand the Clippers a loss tonight. Leo, that's me with the 845. All right, Stack. Answer when I pick up your damn call. I've done it twice. Stack. Without Brewer, we would have been blown out. Exactly. That's why he deserves to be on the team. On any given night, when you're having a cold night, you bring in Corey Brewer and you inject life onto the team. What's up, Stack?
What's up, Leo?
What's going on, man?
I was watching a video and on the phone. I couldn't. Whatever voices you was hearing, that wasn't me. I don't know what was going on.
Right on. What do you want to talk about? Right now, I've been talking about how Harrison Barnes is affecting the game. Even though he's not playing well on offense, he's affecting the game on defense, and he's assisting, and he's taking it to the rack. 4 steals, 5 boards, 4 assists. I mean, it's not like he's doing nothing. You know what I'm saying?
So you feel like we wasted everything Jackson something, giving him away to Barnes?
No, I love the fact that Barnes is on this team. I'm just saying he's not Justin Jackson. Justin Jackson won't. You could not tell he was on the court. You can tell that Harrison Barnes is on the court because he's affecting the game defensively. I'm just saying, if you're not playing well on offense, you have to do different things to affect the game, and Harrison does that. So the people that are on Harrison Barnes because he's struggling offensively, that's fair. But also point out the things that he's doing well. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. You're absolutely right. I actually like that pickup. What I wanted to ask you is, how many more games do you think we can afford for our playoff push to lose?
How many more losses do they have?
Yes, for us to be able to make the playoff push.
That's tough, man. It just depends. Right now, all these teams, I mean, the Lakers are losing. The Clippers might lose tonight. The Spurs are losing. So I know tonight was really important for the Kings to solidify themselves. And I think they could have been the 7th seed or the 7th seed tonight.
Yeah, it could have been a 7th seed.
Yeah. Yeah. And I know it's frustrating, man. But at the same time, they might have some leeway because these teams are losing games. And the top-heavy teams in the West are seeming to separate themselves now, with Portland being, I think, the 4th seed right now. Let's check the standings. I'm not entirely sure. So as of right now, we have Portland at 4 with 23 losses. Yeah, so 4, 5, and 6, which is Houston and Utah. Those teams might stay there, but 7 and 8, I mean, it can easily be Kings, Lakers, Kings, Spurs, Kings, Clippers. I really do think the Kings will make the playoffs, but they can't have another night like this. This was the one game that they should have won, and they lost. So now they have no room for error, man. They cannot lose to the Suns. They cannot lose to these bad teams on the road. They need to capitalize and maybe win some of these. Against the Clippers next Friday, it's a must win. If they lose that game, they're not making the playoffs.
Yeah, absolutely. Tonight was a crazy loss. All those turnovers by Buddy Hield and Fox, that was ridiculous.
Exactly, man. And everybody always wants to point out Willie, which I agree. He had lots of fault tonight. But at the same time, the guards had a lot of – to me, they were more impactful in the Kings losing the game tonight.
Yeah, Willie, you're right, though. Willie is a bench player. He's not a starter. Willie's a bench player.
Exactly. All right, my man. Thank you so much for calling in, brother. Appreciate that, Stack. See, that was a good call right there. What are people saying? So does Boston have the Kings pick next year? The Kings will have a pick next year. I forget where that pick is going. It depends on so many variables. I feel like Barnes will get into the groove of things pretty soon. This is only his 6th game in the team. Please correct me if I'm wrong. Right. It's about 6. All right. Another phone call. Let's go. Welcome to the show.
Hello. It's Batman. You have a nice forehead. I can park my Batmobile on top of it.
Hey, thanks, Batman. I'm Captain America.
I'm not kidding, dude.
What's going on, Batman? What you want to talk about tonight, man?
How much are you gonna charge for parking?
$20 an hour.
All right, bro, that's a deal.
That was actually a funny call, man. Shout out to Batman. I think his area code was from Michigan State or Michigan, I believe. It's again, I can have fun, but when you start talking about playing me or one-on-one, bro, I'm destroying you. Just plain and simple. I am destroying. I will dog you on the court. I will dog you on the court, and I will put you to shame. I will put you to shame, bro. People don't get it, man. Like, look at this. Look at all these bruises. You know why? Because they can't stop me. They have to hit me to stop me. I'm too strong and I'm too fast. Period. He nailed it with that voice. Oh my gosh. A winnable game, even with the horrible guard and forward play besides Bagley. Yeah, that also shows how bad the T-Wolves are, though. Oh my gosh. I don't see the Lakers making it. I guess because they're the Lakers and LeBron's on that team is why I'm saying that. But they've been playing bad. But context, before he got injured and before Zoe got injured, that team was 4th, I believe. So there was a huge drop-off. And then with all the trade rumors, that really affected all the young guys. And even though Brandon Ingram has been balling the past 10 games, it hasn't been enough because they need help. They need a lot of these guys to step up. And they're just bad defensively when Lonzo's not on the court. Lonzo affects the game so much on defense, and he just moves the ball. And the flow of the game is so much better when Rondo's out there. Rondo is milking the clock, literally milking the clock, waiting to get that dime. And it's just frustrating. Like, you cannot have Rondo and LeBron on the same court. It makes no sense to me, basketball-wise. If the Kings make the playoffs, would you rather have them face the Warriors? And yeah, I would have clamped on Cat. You better believe that one too. How do you see the next game? The Greek Freak is coming, man. That's a loss to me. If they win that game, they made up from tonight, but seems like a loss to me. You kind of have to just scratch that in as a loss. But if they win again, they're making up for this game tonight. So just balances out, crosses out, which is fine. But you have to win that game because tonight will hurt. Tonight was painful, no doubt. He's on Portland now. It's out at home, though, bro. Can the Kings possibly sneak into a 6 seed? Can they sneak into a 6 seed? Sure. But not when you play the way you played tonight. Tonight was just an embarrassment. Just overall, just bad. Again, Marvin Bagley was marvelous. He's playing so well. He's really, really coming into his own. And I'm really happy to see that. I started tweeting this out about a month and a half ago where I was like, man, his shot's looking so much better in practice. And after that injury, it really helped him. He saw the game from different eyes. His game has slowed down. And even though sometimes when I give him the ball, he seems to be too stagnant like Azebo last year, towards the end of the game, he adjusted. Well, in the beginning of the game, I feel like the ball movement stops, right? Which I hate. But now he's knowing that he's noticing that if he gives up the ball real fast, they can either play pick and roll, give it to him with the live dribble closer, and then he can use his athleticism and speed to get by a guy, jam it on somebody. But those are things that he will learn as he adjusts to the NBA. Not a big problem right now. Kings are lucky that the Spurs and Lakers have lost tonight. Hopefully the Clips lose. Fox had those 2 bad turnovers in free agency. Who should the Kings get? Right now, I'm not thinking about right now. I'm thinking about how can the Kings win games. Willie Cauley-Stein needs to play better, but so does Fox, so does Bogey, so does Buddy. Buddy has been a flat-out baller. Tonight was his first really off game in a long time, which is okay. But Willie needs to step up, and he needs to be just more aggressive. Sometimes when he's locked in, he's so good. And again, that's why I've been saying for over a year, Willie is a bench player to me. Hello, welcome to the show. Oh, man. About to shut this Google phone off after this, though, man, because I'm not trying to. Bogey hasn't been the same since the Laker game. Bogey is taking too many difficult shots. I know he loves to pump fake. He goes, and then he gets by the guy. But on that, he needs to take that first shot. When he takes that first shot, that's money. The thing is, his instincts are to pass. Like, he's such a good playmaker that he wants to pass and get an easier shot, but sometimes he makes it more difficult on himself. And it's just first half or the first quarter, he was flat out balling, and things just went south after that. And that was a bad quarter, man, to watch. Man, I was so pissed. It's like, is this really happening right now? And it did. And the Kings didn't capitalize, man. Section 116 should be a good game. Oh, man. Gotta love it. Gotta love it. What starting lineup would you go with, Leo? I would go with Bagley at the 5. I mean, I've been saying that. Even though you can ceremonially start, again, starting the ceremonial, it's all about finishing games and playing big minutes. Bagley has been doing that. To me, your best lineup is with Bagley at the 5, because then you put Harrison at the 4, and then you have your 3 guards, right? Which is Bogey Fox, Buddy. That's the lineup. That's essentially the lineup that you want to finish games with. Bagley at the 5, and a lot of the portions, because he can use his speed, and if he plays smart, and if he fronts guys, he can get away with not weighing so much, not being as strong right now. So that's the lineup that I would go with in bigger stretches of the game. Again, you just might have to start Willie for a lot of reasons. A lot of it because he's in this contract year, and you're just waiting to hope that he just turns it on consistently. But it's not going to happen. I don't see it. Again, it's okay. That's who he is. Willie will bring it sometimes, and sometimes he won't. That's who he is. He's a bench player, and that's not a bad thing. It just happens that right now he's a starter, but with time, Bagley's going to start. And I know it's difficult to be patient, and fans are this and that, and they're super impatient, but that's just what the Kings were dealt with. And it is what it is. You just have to deal with it and try to find ways to put him in best situations to succeed. He's a good runner. He finishes well context, finishes well when he's open. Like, he does struggle a lot to finish around contact. But again, he is who he is, man. And I've been saying it for over a year and a half now. This is nothing new. Bryant says Buddy did not play because he was hesitating and turning it over too much. Brewer kept us in the game, and he was everyone on defense. It was a smart decision. Yeah. If you guys recall, Buddy let 2 balls out of his reach when the Kings should have scored in those 2 possessions. So it's not like Coach had this vindictive, I'm going to get. No, he wasn't playing well. And Corey was just an animal on defense. He was getting all the loose balls, diving on the floor. He went with his gut, and he went with the guy that was playing better. And I get it, but I still would have went with Buddy just because of his threat to shoot the ball. But at the same time, the Kings were just flat, man. And the Kings just got outplayed tonight. Just call it the way it is. Burks has been bad too. Over a good night year for the Kings. Jaeger got in Buddy's head. Is that your 5 who brings energy off the bench? Maybe Yogi, but that's it. Harry Giles, maybe a long shot. And I get it. Putting out those are the Kings' best 5 players, and that's a tough thing. Like, you have to think about those things. Who are you bringing off the bench? I totally get it, which is why David's been so hesitant on starting Bagley, because Bagley's been doing great against second units. Hello and welcome to the show.
All right, what's up?
What's up, brother?
A couple things. So, how much would you be willing to match with Willie in the offseason?
13 million max.
13 million?
Max.
I'd say like 10.
He's gonna get 11 from someone. Anywhere from 11 to 13.
Yeah,
that's his market. Honestly, he knows it. Willie knows it. Obviously, if I was Willie, I would aim for the highest as well. That's nothing new, but it's gonna be somewhere around there.
And you think he'd get like 11 to come off the bench somewhere, like Atlanta or something?
I think he's not gonna have many offers, to be honest with you.
Yeah, and also I think the play that ultimately lost the game was that ball that went through Buddy's leg.
Right. Yes. I agree, man. I just said that right now. I said, Buddy, there's a reason why Coach stayed with Corey. Corey was diving on the floor, getting loose balls, rebounds. He was making shots, and Buddy had two of those that went through his hands. So it wasn't like he was being vindictive. Buddy wasn't playing well.
Like, once that ball went through his legs, I was like, it's done.
Exactly, man. I agree 100% with that, bro. What was your name?
All right.
Dylan, I appreciate you calling in, brother.
All right. See you.
Take care. Great call. Great call by Dylan. Appreciate you calling in, brother. Still having a hard time with Harrison Barnes getting 24 million. I think Harrison Barnes will get 17 to 18 million per season, 4 years. I don't know what the math is right now. I'm pretty pissed off still, but 7 to 18 million. I think that's more than fair for a player of his caliber. Remember Wednesday, UNLV versus UNLV. If Nevada dropped to 12 in the nation, I'm pissed. I am seriously pissed, and it bugs me. Like, oh my gosh. Anyways, my forehead is going on Batman's car or something like that, man. Yeah, I just hit it on my taper, bro. Taper's fresh. What you're talking about? Imagine having a head that round, bro. My head is perfect. Like, it goes with what I'm wearing. It doesn't hurt my feelings, bro. Like, it's all fun and games with me, man. I have a beautiful fiance. She's a 10. Just super smart, super hot. I'm winning, bro. I'm winning. I'm going home sleeping next to her. So I'm winning. Trust me. Will you be doing this after every Kings game? Not after every Kings game. Sometimes, man, I'm just way too pissed to do a game. Sometimes if it's a weekend, I might be with family. But I appreciate you guys. You guys to slap that like button or just like button. Share it with all your fans. Again, if you're going to call me out, you better be ready because I will go after you. Plain and simple. This is what I do. 10 cheeseburgers are like 10 large fries. Maybe you can teach on a rebound. You say you got all those bruising, killing people down in the paint. Like, bro, I'm a guard and I'm killing dudes inside the paint. Plain and simple, man. It's really all effort. Like, rebounding is positioning and just 95% is effort. I get it. Like, I am super frustrated with Willie so many times, but then I'm like, God, he plays so well when he's locked in. He won that game with his defensive play against Oklahoma. He had a lot of good dunks against Denver and against the Warriors. Sometimes you're gonna get bad Willie, and that's why he's a bench player. Y'all gotta stop hoping that he shows up every night. That's not who he is. You can't make someone that they're just not. He's not that. Just stop. Like, he's not ever gonna be that. At least I don't think so. I hope I'm wrong. I hope just switches, like a light just switches in his head, and he just becomes this animal, this monstrous hero. But I don't see it happening. I just don't. I don't care if he's 6'5", bro. I will dog him. I will shoot all over him. Bro. It doesn't matter how big he is. I would destroy him one-on-one. Who the hell calls themselves Kings analysts, by the way? Come on, bro. That's trash. Will Bogut be at my wedding? I'm not sure. I hope so. I hope Costa. I'm going to invite a few of them for sure. But I know it's going to be difficult because I'm not going to tell you when it is. I'm not going to tell when it's going to be in September. It just depends. Some people are not in town mid-September, so maybe they might go to my wedding. McDonald's or Wendy's themed wedding? No, bro. I'm actually anticipating 400 guests, so it's not going to be a McDonald's wedding, bro. He plays well against average, below average center. Anytime he plays good against center, he struggles. Oh man, that is funny. Who is this, guys? Caitlin Miller. Leo, the NCAA be sleeping on you and are. They're not, bro. I'm frustrated with my team. Like, they don't have enough shooting whenever Caroline's not playing well or the Martin Twins are not playing well. By the way, man, their jump shot is just awful to watch. I know Caleb makes it, but his jump shot is just awful. He's gonna have a tough time getting it off at the next level. I guarantee that. Bucks is for real. Hard matchup, no doubt. I still expect UNR to make it to the Final Four when it's all said and done. Right now, I'm just frustrated. I'm just venting. But all three guys cannot have a bad game. It needs to, worst case, one guy, because they need one of the Martin twins to play well, and they need Jordan to play very well. Like, Carolina is so essential to their success. It took Leo 6 months to grow that teenager beard. It did. Took me a long time. Well, this I've always had, but like this part, like I'm still trying to grow it in. It's hard for me to grow like higher. You know what I mean? Like higher. But Tyson Warren says should to the Kings target Vujicic. Just depends. Just depends on a lot of things, a lot of factors. It depends on how you see Bagley. Is he going to be playing big minutes? Do I want two bigs? Not really. I kind of just want to let him and just give him the keys next year and just let him be. Harrison Barnes, only 2 points in 36 minutes, 4 rebounds or 5 rebounds, 4 steals, 4 assists. Point that out too. But Dallas is going after who? Oh, after Vooch. Wow. Dallas is up right now, 80-78. Let's go, Luka. How many points Luka have? Let's go. Luka got 24 points in 23 minutes. 7 of 10, 4 of 5 from 3, 9 dimes, 8 rebounds. Uh-oh, triple-double alert. 24, 9, and 8 right now in 23 minutes. My gosh. Hey, real point, though. You said Luka should step it up. Step it up this half. He has 13 points. I don't know what this is. Why do you think? No, right now he got 24, 9, and 8, bro. Why do you think he's struggling on offense? Again, his shot looks great. His shot's just not falling. I mean, what can he do? Like, when your shot's not falling, it's just not falling. He was I don't even know. I'm looking at the Mavericks game, but ESPN with these annoying ass commercials that pop up. Will Luka ever win the MVP? Yes, he will. Hey, Hansi, you better hope Luka comes out for the Kings tonight. I don't know what you're talking about. You better hope he beats the Clippers tonight. Could be trying to get used to the Kings' tempo and style compared to the Mavs. Right. A lot of his shots, the shots are just they look great. If you look at his first 2 misses to his last 2 makes from the free throw line, you're like, my gosh, like just twinkle the twine, like just tickle the twine. Harrison has such a nice release too, man. Again, he's doing things to affect the game in ways that I wish Justin Jackson did. Like, we don't have to worry about his effort on defense, the way he runs. He's playing hard. He's dishing out. He's stealing the ball. Harrison's playing good, man. It's just his shot's not falling. And when it falls, it's a wrap. Do you use sugar D's? I don't even know what that means, bro. Luka would have made us championship contenders in the future. No doubt. No doubt. I think Kings need to get Barnes some easy shots to get him going. Man, this guy is funny. This dude is hilarious. Anyways, I appreciate you guys. I'm going to finish watching this game, hoping that the Mavericks beat the Clippers. I wish you had a player like Harold on the Kings. Yeah, I wish that too. And the Clippers got him on like nothing, like on minimum wage, bro. Like $6 million per year for this animal. Anyways, appreciate you guys so much. See you guys on the next one.